Muffins are always better when they're giant, so today we're going to be making some giant Morning Glory Muffins. So Morning Glory Muffins have grated carrots, so we're first going to start by preparing our carrots. We're next going to peel and grate an apple. So now that we have our apples and carrots grated, we can work on our dry ingredients. So I'm going to start with some flour, some baking soda, cinnamon, some ginger, and then some salt. Alright, so in a separate bowl we're going to add some eggs, some brown sugar, some honey, a neutral oil, some applesauce. We then have the zest of one orange, and then we'll also be juicing it too. And then we'll finally add in a splash of vanilla. We'll now add in our grated carrots and apples. Alright, so we have our combined wet ingredients, and then we have our dry ingredients that we prepared previously. So now I'm going to add my wet to my dry. Alright, so now at this point we're going to take a rubber spatula and start mixing everything together. So we can see there's still some flour pockets left, so that means we're at a good place. We're not done mixing, but we first want to add in the raisins and the pecans. So if you don't like raisins, you can definitely skip these. You can add dried cherries as well. You can leave them out altogether. And the same for pecans. You can add walnuts, but you can also leave them out as well. And so now with the raisins and the pecans added, we can fully combine. So now that our batter is fully combined, we're going to work on making the muffin liners. So I don't ever have muffin liners, so I always make them with parchment paper. I like to cut out a square first, and then I'll cut one corner, and then cut across. And so after we have all four corners cut, I'll just add it directly in the muffin tin. And so it usually just stays just like that. Alright, so we have some of these lines, so I wanted to scoop some in. So we're just going to take the scooper here. We're going to fill it up to the top. Alright, so we got 7 giant muffins. The recipe does call for 14 standard size ones, so I think we did a pretty good job. So these are going to go in the oven at 425 for 5 minutes, and then we're going to reduce it to 350 to put them in there for a little bit longer. Alright, so these are fresh out of the oven. They were in there for about 25 minutes. I can smell some of those spices, some of that orange zest coming through. I'm going to let them cool in these muffin tins for a little bit before we remove them. Alright, so it's been about 10 minutes, so we can take these out now. And again, the great thing about the parchment paper is that it works as a nice replacement for the muffin liners, because as you can see, it comes right out. But even as I'm peeling it away, the muffin stays undamaged. So now for the best part, we get to eat one. It smells really good. You can see the raisins, the pecans, and some of the carrots on the top as well. I really like the spices mixed with that orange zest too. Thanks to the commenters who left Morning Glory Muffins as something to bake. And as always, if you want to see me bake something specific, leave it in the comments and I'll add it to my list.